It's very important for us to understand. I grew up very poor, and I have said this a million times. It's not about poverty. One thing I learned, my dad was always poor, so I have a poor man's daughter in me. But my dad showed me not having money does not mean you don't need to be happy. Okay, that's why my right side, my daughter has just pawn off all my mom's gold. She could never wear gold. She was raised in a very rich family, but my dad's family lied and married the daughter because they pretended he was like only man in the family. Come to find out after marriage, he had to raise two more brothers and two more sisters, and essentially he became like the financial household head when he was like 17. They pretended he was 18 by faking his birth certificate so he can go to job early. Kind of like your situation, right? So that's why my right side is like poor man's daughter. I never wear gold in this. But one thing I learned about my father was that just because you do not have money doesn't mean you hold back happiness. My dad allowed us a space where I was always happy. I was always running around laughing and stuff and climbing up trees, picking my own fruits. It was the best time in my life. Wealth equals time. Remember that. But in America, what happens is it's emotional poverty. So I was married to an American guy. He's still I'm married to him. Almost feels like I molded myself 5 times. And my first Christmas wedding, after the wedding, he gave me 2 gold bangles. And I told him I never want to wear gold. He says, I got married to you not to live your crappy lifestyle. So I thought he was going to be very nice to me. And when I was pregnant, he called the police because he called the police first. I became the abuser and he was the victim. So American poverty, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's emotional poverty. You feel very alone. So I actually did everything. I made the mortgage, I go to work. He's in recovery. His only job is to stay clean. Okay. That's the way America lives, seriously. And 2014, I have 3 boys. One of my boys looks at me in the eye. We were having a vacation in the Cape Cod because my husband has certain rules he has to live by. I provide for him, he makes the rules. So my middle one looks at me and he says, Mom, I will never visit you after I grow up. And he chose to tell me on a Mother's Day weekend. And I broke apart. That's when I broke apart. It's like playing double jeopardy. You get accused by life and you get punishment, and it's coming second time around, and I felt overwhelmed. So my husband says, "You're a danger to the family." One day, randomly he was saying. I said that's when I reached in America a point where I now understand why American people get depressed. You do 100%, but that's not enough. And you're exactly there. You're doing 100%, it's not enough. You're still looking for housing and stuff. And I'm coming from that space where I held. So I told my husband, if you think I'm danger to the family, I said, I'm done. I'm so grateful to give me the kids. And it looks like he knows how to raise them. They are big boys now. And I said, let me go back to India. And I said, I don't need to do this anymore. And I said, I don't want to be a danger to the family anymore. Because he tells kids I'm insane. But that's what kids believe, So then I decided I'm going to go back to India. I don't need anything anymore. And that's when my husband finally said, don't take everything I say seriously. And that's the first time. And that happened. We were married in 1998, 2014. And for me, I honor people's word, and I told them, thank you for releasing me, because I live by Indian standards still. Even though I'm intelligent, it's not about intelligence. It's like value you place over people and honor, Because I did, when I get married, I agree to honor him. And I feel his word is my God's word, like that's the space I gave him. I mean, whether he didn't want to play that God that would be kind on me, that's fine. He was wrathful God for me. So then 2014, so then my husband says, if you really need a break, go to India, but know that you are always welcome here. So I said, okay. So I took my break. I went to India. Even before the flight landed, I actually wrote to my sister. I said, hey, I'm coming to India. Do you want anything? She's in India now. She says, the only thing I want you to is leave your purse in America. The minute you land until you go back, it's on us. I cried. That's the first time I didn't feel needed. And I think that's the biggest gift that she gave me. Gave me my soul back. And when I landed, even before I landed, that soil was so healing. I cried. I said, oh my God, what I left in India was, I never need to have gone out of the country to find me. And what I found in America was, I don't need anything more. So when I landed there, I told myself, I'm really going to say goodbye to India. I mean, I got what I wanted. That ability to know I'm always welcome. So when I came back, I brought the prayer threads. The prayer threads is what they hold your inner child together. And that's how I found my spiritual teacher too. So when I came back to this country, I hit another spot in 2016 where I had to make another decision. And this time I came to another space where I bought this whole structure, and my husband threw it out. He said, I got it without his permission. So one of the things, Dr. Joe was very kind. He said to me, so I told, I actually did this in lamination, okay? I'm going to bring it up so you guys will see what I'm showing you. So I wrote to my husband. I said, we can respond to it two different ways. By this time, I'm getting a little smarter, So I said, dearest, my husband's name, response to this being taken away. I can do this two ways. Do this spiritually, renounce everything, leave, become a saint. Because I understood what he really wanted a saint to live with him. When I approached the kids, they all preferred me to have them in their life. Because I sat my middle one down and I told him what all happened to me in my life. And he cried for me. And that was enough for me. He understood him. So then, in that case, I'm leaving for India because my teacher asked us to come and I kind of got an excuse to go. But if you don't want to do it spiritual, you don't want a saint for your wife, I'll do it another way. Do this the American way. This property was not yours to be taken apart, It was like something like, because I had turtles in this. He gave it to somebody else too. Someone else received a stolen property. Someone else's property is not honoring. Someone received stolen turtles. If you give me back my turtles, I'll keep them in my office. If you want co-custody, you can have them 5 days a week. We share with kids. Otherwise, I'll go and ask for co-custody for the turtles. Let me know what you prefer. And I'll send this by certified mail. By that time, I put myself through sign possession. So he writes back to me, dearest Visu, thank you for communicating as best as you can. The turtles have been freed. They are in the wild world. Even now, I have no idea where they are. If you still feel you can have a great time in India, the kids and I will miss you. Please let me know how you are planning to cover your time with the children. So he writes down the dates. Essentially, he wants money. I paid him for $50, went to India, had a vacation for 1 month, and I came back. That's why I wrote that book. One way to be happy in the dysfunctional family. See, what I'm saying is, don't let the world beat you. You understand?
Yeah, we got to beat the world.
No, wealthy equals time.
Yeah.
Don't work stupidly. Yeah. Who are you saving up for? So take one day break. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to see tears in your eyes. You're working 5 days a week. Who asked you to work like that?
Yeah.
You know, don't give yourself deadlines. There are shelters out there that helps people like you. You know, give yourself break. Don't overwork. Take time to give yourself rest. One day should be your down day where you take care of yourself. After this, every Wednesday I don't work.
What time you got in your watch?
I never wear a watch.
Why?
Because I don't want to work with the rule of the world. I give you the time of my life.
Okay.
Because each time the door closes,
it's only one thing that I use time for.
What?
In a logo, you got times when you gotta go eat. So let's say at mornings I gotta, hey, what time is it? Oh, 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, all right, so I got time to go in, you know. Now
you're getting hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
No, I'm gonna. We are all done. You don't need to stay here. But what I'm saying is, when you leave here, go with the feeling.
Yeah.
Don't. If you still watch time, it means you're not wealthy. Remember that. So get to that space where you have flexible time to do what you need to do, and give yourself time so that, like, you know, you will have. The reason you feel hungry is you don't have something to drink. Always bring yourself a drink, because whenever that I usually don't eat until 3 p.m. The reason is, like, you know, once you understand your body, the more you drink, the less mood swings you have. So I always eat only after 3 p.m. and I stretch it out. Like, if in case my day is very, very busy, I will eat only after 5 p.m. I'll keep drinking, because the amount of time I spend, each person when they come in, they're going to be treated by kings and queens in my office until you leave. So I give you the time of the world.
Yeah.
But after you leave, if you call me, I'm not going to pick up the phone either. Out of sight, out of mind. But that's not because I don't like you. It's because I feel I've honored your space. Mm-hmm. But if you are too busy to listen to me, that's fine. Yeah. But that's on you. Yeah. But when you're gone, I want to honor the space another person is in, and I don't want to crowd by mine. So my heart, I always pray for you guys. Yeah. But my time is precious, so I spend as much time. So when you're listening with a hungry belly, right? Yeah. So I want you to go eat. Here, I have an orange for you. Because I actually was working in the hospital, so I didn't finish it. So I want you to have the best time in the world. So from now on, you promise to be happy?